you like guns?
Yeah.
Do you like cars?
Yeah.
Do you like guns and cars?
Yeah.
Well, then Grand Theft Auto is the game for you. And today we're going to talk about Grand Theft Auto.
What a segue.
Yeah.
You actually blew my mind.
I was trying to throw something out there that wasn't usual, but hey, here it is. And now that we're working on it, today we're going to discuss our top 5 GTA titles over the years. Now let's talk about our top 5, starting with number 5.
Number 5, we're coming at you hot with the OG Grand Theft Auto. Now, would you say that this kind of revolutionized gaming to some degree?
I look at it as obviously it was different back then. You didn't have a lot of, I don't even know how to describe it, games like GTA. You didn't have a lot of violent street crime games, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a what do they call that?
It's over bird's eye view or something.
Bird's eye view. I feel like there's another word for it that I said earlier, but I can't remember. Top View video game. The first 2 actual GTAs, and including London, were actually Top View, and it was completely different. And I actually played a later title that I don't want to say yet because it's actually in this list. Before I played this one, and when I went back to playing the original Grand Theft Auto, I hated it.
It's tough.
I couldn't get used to the driving up like on top of the map, and like it was just weird. I mean, for the time, I was too young to play the original GTA when it came out, so I'm sure it was crazy back then, but by the time I had played the original,
yeah, I just think the original, yes, it's one of those things that maybe it doesn't revolutionize gaming, but yeah, there was nothing like it at that time. The driving is kind of weird. The one thing I just remember is like when you hit people, it's like instant like red splatter. I thought that was kind of cool thinking about it, but I just don't think it can go any further than that. Just
it was like Crazy Taxi mixed with like, I don't know, Metal or Twisted Metal. I almost said Metal Gear. It's like Crazy Taxi.
I don't even know if I agree.
Twisted Metal.
Do I agree?
You should, because it's right. But anyways, let's move on from number 5, and let's move on to number 4.
Now, speaking of that number 4...
What? Is this a segue?
It is a segue. On accident. Grand Theft Auto 4. I mean, I like Grand Theft Auto 4. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of different things that we talk about, you know, like...
Jokes from GTA 4.
I mean, what is his name? Nico Bellic.
Can we just get my GTA for the rest of this series, by the way?
Yeah, we're not going Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, so, like, we talk about Nico... Bellic.
Nico Bellic.
We call him Nico Pelican. I don't know why. I mean, anytime that you'd, like, stay over my house when we were a lot younger, you'd be like, dude, let's play some GTA. And you'd be playing it till, like, 3 in the morning. I'm just going to go to sleep.
I wasn't playing that one. It wasn't that one. It's one that we'll get to later.
Anyways, like, I like this Cousin Roman. I thought the story was all right. I mean, it took you back to Liberty City, which I thought was kind of cool. I don't know. I think it just kind of fell flat. Like they did some really nice improvements. Some of the cars were a lot nicer. I think the driving was, man, that might be one of the smoothest drivers though.
So, GTA 4 was, if you were going to say revolutionary to any of them, I would say GTA 4 was probably the second most revolutionary out of the Grand Theft Auto franchise.
Okay.
You had the ragdoll physics that was added that wasn't in the previous games.
Yeah.
The driving was a lot smoother, a lot more realistic.
It was nice.
The gunplay was a lot more realistic. It kind of left from the GTA 3 kind of like you were constantly locked on. Didn't really have a lot of aiming that you could do.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
GTA 4 brought a lot to the table. It just didn't perfect it. There was a lot of flaws with GTA 4. I personally love, and this is going to sound bad, I loved going as fast as possible and just hitting a stopped car and just seeing how far you could fly into like the river or something.
I mean, I agree. I think there's like a whole bunch of things.
There's something about ragdoll physics I just love. Like,
I think they know what ragdoll physics means. I don't think you had to show them like your salami stick arms or whatever they call them.
Salami sticks arms.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just hungry.
Salami sticks arms. Anyways, let's go on to the next entry.
Wow, this is amazing thinking about this. Is it? No. Maybe. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Wait, did we? Yeah.
I'll let you pick this one because I'm debating if we are on the same page on this one. Thinking about it again.
Next up is Grand Theft Auto 3.
I just disagree. I can't.
Why do you disagree?
Man.
Are you saying San Andreas?
I am.
Okay, so I see why you'd say that, but I don't.
What do you mean you don't? You just don't.
So,
all right,
I'm going to throw my argument was why did GTA 3. You throw yours as a San Andreas, all right?
All right, let's go.
All right.
This is completely raw. Let's go.
So, obviously, right now, we don't... Number 3 is going to be up in the air for both of us. We're going to leave number 3 is that he's going to have San Andreas, I'm going to be number 3.
Also, might I add that it'd be 6, not 5. It'd be 6.
Well, I was just trying to fix that. By making 3 and open-ended. So, number 3 is going to be like a 3.1 and 3.2. And I'm saying GTA 3 because GTA 3 was the most revolutionary GTA in the GTA franchise. It changed everything. You finally left that overhead camera view, which is the word I was looking for earlier.
Yeah.
You added multiple islands. You added multiple vehicles. You finally had weapons, because I don't think in the overhead you had weapons. I don't think you ever got out of your car.
You definitely had weapons.
I don't remember that.
And you can get out of your car.
Well, regardless, GTA 3 brought 3D to the GTA franchise.
Yeah.
It had a great story. You never knew your character's name. He was just like a cog in this machine.
The mafia
machine. The mafia machine.
I like it.
That's my argument. I think I have more hours logged in GTA 3 than any other GTA combined.
Okay, so I think you kind of misunderstood what I was saying, because you completely made my argument for me on GTA 3. I mean, I what I was trying to say is I think San Andreas is right above Grand Theft Auto 4, right?
Oh, so you're saying like Grand a 3.5, so you want to add a 6th. So yeah, you want to just dial everything back one. You want to just kind of squeak GTA San Andreas in there. Skirt. Right in between 3 and 4.
Listen,
Skirt.
San Andreas was a solid game. I put a lot of hours into it. I love the customization. Like pimping out your ride. Can you say that? I don't know. Pimp my ride. Exhibit did it. I don't know. People hate pimps nowadays, don't they?
We're going to put TVs in your TVs. So you can watch TV while you watch TV.
While you watching TV. But, I mean, there was a lot of different things. The soundtrack was pretty awesome. I remember Ozzy Osbourne was on there. I was pretty into it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Cult of Personality was on there. They had Alice in Chains. I mean, there was a bomb soundtrack for San Andreas. But maybe I just didn't get involved with it. Like, I don't know. The story just wasn't what I wanted.
So you're saying San Andreas is number 4?
Yes, it'd be technically number 4. We'd go into number 3, which would be GTA 3.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
This is what happens.
I'm sorry, y'all.
When you just let them just throw out numbers.
I'm sorry. There's 6.
Okay.
We're gonna push everything back.
We're pushing it back. It's fine. When he says 5, you see this point in the video and you think, you know what? Hey, that was wrong. I caught him, but it's actually 6 now, and it's okay. It's not a problem to me. He just doesn't know how to count, and all those things. But we're gonna move on. I'm gonna move past it.
All right, let's move past it. So, am I moving on to number 3 or number 2?
I mean, you already talked about number 3.
Yeah, I really don't feel like we need to talk about number 3 anymore. So let's move on to number 2.
I don't even want to agree on this one, but I have to. I literally have to.
Oh. Hey,
Just tell them what number 2 is.
number 2 is Vice City. So, this was a toss-up.
Hard toss-up.
We both have a huge spot in our heart for Vice City. Mainly being that it was the second GTA that I ever played. But that was the game that really, like, kind of brought our friendship together. I mean,
it definitely was.
I came over to your house. I was like, "Hey, my dad won't let me play Grand Theft Auto. Can I play?" And you were like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah, man, I was booting up Vice City anyways. You're
Yeah.
like, what? I don't know if I can play this game.
I don't know if I'm allowed.
I mean, you
I
definitely
wasn't.
weren't. You definitely
I'm
weren't.
sorry, Dad. I played
I
Vice City
ruined
back
it.
in the day.
I ruined it. I was a bad influence. And this is what
And
you
then
get.
we turned that off and played Karaoke Revolution in the same night. I
It was-
didn't say that.
It was such a
Anyways,
weird time.
So Vice City was great because if anyone liked the 80s, this was your video game. It was based in like 1980s, like kind of a Miami kind of culture, like a 80s dance club.
You know how they got the name Vice City, right?
Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
when
yeah,
you're
that's
saying
what I was
Miami,
going for. I'm sorry.
I got
Um,
you. I know what you mean.
It really, I mean, it introduced like the 1980s like Ferraris that everyone was driving, the like real slick suits. People were like doing cocaine right out on the sidewalk.
I don't think they did that on the game, but that'd actually be a really cool feature
I
if they
mean-
remastered it. Looking at you, Rockstar. Cocaine on the streets. Also,
you
I
go.
want to say PSA.
Don't do cocaine.
Don't
on
do
the streets.
cocaine.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do them.
Just don't.
Just don't.
This is PSA.
But also,
Just
like, the big thing with Vice City is, like we were talking about off camera, that dance club.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about. You play this game, you know about that dance club. Don't tell me you don't. You know it.
you drive your Ferrari
know
right
it.
into it. Jump out with a chainsaw.
Oh, I mean, that game literally had it all. The story, top to bottom,
The
was
music.
awesome. The
Yeah,
music.
Guns N' Roses.
I mean, you literally followed the story, or a loose adaptation of Scarface in
Mm-hmm.
Grand Theft Auto. And I just feel as anybody, it's terrible to say, maybe like 10 years old, and then sees Scarface and they sees it, they're like, oh, hell yeah. I'm not even saying that. That's bad. Hold on.
I'm gonna buy a tiger. That's what you were thinking.
I'm gonna buy a tiger.
Yeah. I like it.
That's not what I was gonna say, but you can interpret it.
But this game really was a lot of fun. If you have never played it, go back, pick it up, play it. Rockstar, remaster.
I want to remaster so bad.
Remaster it. Just do it. What do you? Just do it.
I'm just throwing this out there. Didn't they put it on mobile?
Yes, I have it on mobile.
That's what. Okay.
I have 3 and Vice
All
City
right.
on mobile.
So they have Vice City on mobile, but you can't put it
You
out
can't
like a remaster.
it? You can't what? Why? You can't remaster it? You can't do it? Why? You just can't do it? You're just not gonna do it?
I'd probably pay $100 to play Vice City right now.
While we're at it, why don't you bring back 3D Doritos? Pepsi Blue? It's 2002 all over again. I'm living in my prime. Anyways, let's go on to the number 1.
Number 1, just take it
You've
away
seen
because
it
there's only so
coming.
many.
You've seen it coming. It's GTA 5.
What a surprise! I mean,
It has to be.
it has it all. It has it all.
It's everything.
Plain and simple.
It's everything.
You know, we were talking about the storylines, and I said Vice City's a little bit better. The one thing I kind of go back to is like where you rob a bank, right? Mm-hmm. And you have the hockey mask like Jason. You have like the chainsaw. You do all that stuff, and he's like, "But you do all that in GTA 5. Like, the driving's better. You know,
You got bank heists. You
Yeah.
got more weapons. You have more clothes. You have hundreds of different online matchmaking games. Maps. You can create your maps.
Yeah.
You have the offline story. You have the online story. You have businesses, casinos, racetracks. You have it all.
Yeah, you could buy your own home.
Yeah, you
You
can buy
know.
multiple homes. You can buy your own army
Garages.
base. And this game has
Yeah,
been supported
you're right.
online for nearly 10 years, and it's still
Are you
pumping
serious?
out. Yeah,
10 years?
2011. Yep. Right around the end of 2011 is when GTA 5 came out. It has lasted. It came out on the end of the Xbox 360's life cycle. Has lasted all the way through Xbox One. Is going on to the new Xbox console this year. This game is like giving World of Warcraft a run for its money in in terms of longevity, and they're still pumping out content like weekly.
You literally just blew my mind. Like, just never thought about it.
It's been
and
around.
you're like, hit me. Facts. I mean, he it's like he
I got the
seriously-
facts. I did the bar graphs.
It's like we have it written down, but like, truly.
We don't.
My God. He literally just threw
sorry,
that
I
out.
just
I
got
mean,
the
this
facts.
boy is diehard GTA. He loves it. Loves it.
I've been playing GTA a long time. Sorry, Dad. I've been playing it a long time. I know what I'm talking about.
That's insane, though. You know what? I have to give it to GTA 5.
Yeah.
Most.
And
oh,
it sucks
God.
because
Wow.
GTA 5, I mean Rockstar, I should say, catches a lot of flack for the economy in the game being very rough. It is very hard. You have to be a loyal player to, buy high-end stuff. Yachts. You can buy a yacht.
What's that? Jet bike. You
Jets,
can buy a
yeah.
DeLorean, I think,
You can
now.
buy a DeLorean. You can buy
It's
jet
crazy.
bikes. You can buy jets. You can buy tanks. You can buy Mad Max vehicles.
Yeah.
You name it, it's on there. It's literally a open world GT. It's an open world.
Random
that's
question.
all I got. That's all I
Random
can
question.
say.
This might be a video down the road. If I spoil it, my bad. Who is your favorite character? Just thinking about GTA, and I don't want to, set it up because we just talked about GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite character? Like, I'll tell
Out
you
of
mine.
everything?
Out of all of them, like, it has to be Trevor.
Trevor is up there.
Who would it
If
be?
it's not Trevor, it's Trevor's assistant. I can't think of his name.
Oh, yeah.
He's goofy. He's
Yep.
so goofy. But if it's not him,
Hold on, you're talking about Ron, right?
Ron.
Yeah. With the
Ron.
bucket hat.
Yep.
Yep.
If it's not Ron, 8 Ball.
I love 8 Ball. He's classic, and I think
Yep.
that's why GTA 3 ranks so high. I just remember taking all these cars and just putting
Planting bombs on the bottom of
Yep.
them and blowing them up places. Yep.
yeah, and then you can just crush the cars. I mean, it's just a little sidebar. Let us know what you think for like your favorite GTA character. Maybe we don't have to make a video on it. I mean, there's a lot. Maybe we could go
There
into
is
it, but
a lot of characters over the years.
yeah,
Not
let
to
us
mention
know.
like mobs. You had the different mobs. You got the triads, the yakuza.
Mm-hmm.
You had a bunch of them. But
Yeah,
hey,
we can do a lot of stuff with GTA for you guys. If you really like GTA and like that whole topic, definitely let us know. Give us some thumbs up and stuff. And I mean, let us know who your favorite character is. Let us know what your favorite GTA game is. I'm sure it's definitely up for debate because
yeah, there's
GTA
some
5 and-
GTAs that we haven't even mentioned. I mean, we didn't mention any of the Liberty City stories, Vice City stories.
all the DLCs. I think that
Yeah, the Ballad of Gay Tony, the other one, the Lost and Damned motorcycles.
there's so much
Yeah.
out there. Like Rockstar
GTA
really.
2, London. A bunch
Like,
we didn't talk about.
Rockstar really tries giving you the best bang for your buck, but also when they put out content, like it's really solid. You
Yeah.
know, they put a lot of effort in. I don't think it's a cash grab,
No.
which is really good. But we didn't want to focus on that today. We really just wanted to streamline it in that regard and kind of go about those ones.
So tell us what you want to see in our next video. If you want us to talk more about GTA, give us some topics. We'll figure out what we can talk about. I mean, I can go on for years. I can sit in this chair for years and go on about GTA. I really can.
I'm literally stopping him right now.
He really is. But, so anyways, let's wrap it up. Go ahead, tell the people what they want to hear.
All right. So the typical things: like, share, subscribe. Make sure to ring the bell so you're notified of other videos that we are dropping for you, the other content. Make sure to also check us out on all of our social media platforms. So what does that mean? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We still didn't get what's that other
LinkedIn?
one? LinkedIn. We still didn't get it.
I don't think we're going to. I don't think we need it. Go find us on MySpace. Put us in your top 8. We ain't on MySpace. You're going to be looking for a long time.
I'll be looking. I was
I
going to say,
mean-
like, are we?
You can look. But as always, thanks for supporting
Talk Culture.